Okay.
Hello and welcome to the live watch along with me, Rice Onley, and Mike Harneman of Stevenage. So we're watching the Plymouth Argyle v Northampton Town game, and Mike's watching Stevenage away
Forest
game
Green. Yeah.
at Forest Green. I'll run you through the teams quickly. For Plymouth Argyle, the team is number 1, Mike Cooper. Number 2, Callum Watts. Number 4, Will Aimson. Number 6, Niall Canavan, who is the captain today. Number 7, Frank Noble. Number 10, Danny Mayer. Number 18 is Therese. Oh, I've messed all this up now. But
that's right. Carry on. No, you're up to it. If you go to your iFollow, it will surely say, if you go to the lineups, it says it, doesn't it? The lineup,
yeah,
with their number and everything. Just go on to there.
We'll run it through when the teams actually come out, because I've.
In the meantime, I'll go through the Stevenage lineup because I've got it right here in front of me. So number 1, Jamie Cumming in goal. Then the defence is Luke Prosser, number 6, and Scott Cuthbert, number 5, the captain, and Ross Marshall as well, number 24. Then the wing backs are number 2, Luther Wilden, and number 12, Romeo Hutton. Then in the midfield, 2, we've got 23, Jack Smith, and 19 is Arthur Reed. Of course, Romeo Hutton, number 12, Luther Wilden, number 2 as well, and Ross Marshall, 24. Elliot List, number 17, is leading the line alongside number 9, Ini Effiong, and number 27, Jack Aitchison as well. On the bench today is Billy Johnson, number 13, the sub-goalkeeper. Ben Coker, the number 3, who is now signed on a permanent yesterday. Number 8, Elliot Osborne. Number 4, Romain Vincelot. Number 23 is Femi Akinwande. Number 11 is Danny Newton. And number 28 is new loan signing on loan from QPR, Aremide Ote. And in the Forest Green lineup as well, there's one familiar face. Well, so actually, let me get it right, 2 familiar faces that have played for the club in the past. Their captain, number 5, Chris Stokes, and their striker, number 14, Jamel Matt, both come up against the team that they've played for in the past.
And Jamel Matt, who is on good form at the moment.
Yeah.
And you interviewed Chris Stokes for
the start of the year, actually, a couple of months back. Yeah.
Not start of the year, start of lockdown.
Yeah. I just want to see if it says who the referee is. It doesn't. They're managed by Mark Cooper, obviously Forest Green now, and Alex Ravel is in charge at Stevenage. Quickly, I might as well run you through the Forest Green lineup. They've got Luke McGee in goal. Then their defence is Adoka Godwin Malif. Chris Stokes, as I've already mentioned. Liam Kitchen, Elliot Whitehouse, Scott Wagstaff, Jake Young, Jaden Richardson, Ibel Adams, Jamil Matt, and then Aaron Collins is their other striker there as well. On the bench, Lewis Thomas, Dominic Bernard, Jack Evans, Harvey Bunker, Josh March, and their final sub is Sean McCloskey for today.
And both teams are out, and I still don't know the full team. I know the lineup. It's just the way the numbers and all that. I don't like messing it up. I know the numbers of players, but I can't even remember. I know it's Coop. The back 5 is right. Number 1, Mike Cooper. Number 2, Callum Watts. Number 6, Niall Canavan, your captain. Number 4, Will Aimson. Number 32, George Cooper. Number 10, Danny Mayer. Number 18, Therese Forner. Number 15, Connor Grant. Number 32, George Cooper. Number 17, Byron Moore. And 31, Luke Jeffcott. And number 7, Frank Newbold.
I'm just about to do the coin toss here now as well. Scott Cuthbert and Chris Stokes, the 2 number 5s. just fist pumping each other. They played, together at the club a couple of years back, so they know each other very well.
And the team for Northampton is Arnold, Horsfall, Kieran Bolger, Martin, Harriman, Mick Williams, Salisbury. Couldn't really read the rest of the team because it went quickly.
Yeah. So who are you playing against today anyway?
Northampton.
Okay. And they've got, did you say they had Harriman playing for them?
Yeah. He's at
playing
right wing back.
All right. Just looking here now. It's James Bell that's the referee. I think it's
kicked off.
New name to the EFL. This game hasn't kicked off just yet. It's going to be a few seconds behind at the moment. Stevenage in their away kit, the blue and yellow, and Forest Green are in their green. And it still hasn't kicked off yet, so I think we'll probably be about a minute behind you.
Well, we're in the 27th minute already.
27th minute? That you mean 27th second?
27th. Oh.
If it was the 27th minute, then we'd be definitely be going over to that stream a bit late, the one that we're doing later.
Yeah.
No, it's finally kicked off now. It's been 5 seconds. So I'm going to be about 30 seconds behind you, I think.
We're in the 52nd minute. We've just had
52nd minute. Wow, you really that's jumped from
52nd second. Oh, I am
it's
really
butchering it today.
corner to Argyle though. George Cooper a take.
There's nothing happening there at the moment apart from that Stevenage have the ball with Jamie coming, and just looking here. Obviously, Forest Green surrounded by flats as well. There's the houses there. I can't see anyone looking on from the houses at the moment though.
No, and it's actually not. It's like a 3-hour walk from the local nearest train station. I remember hearing.
Yeah, because it's in Nailsworth, which is a little bit out of the way. Yeah. You see Alex Ravel there pacing up and down the touchline. Lenny Lawrence is sat down there as well. And so is John Ashton, Mark Sampson, and the physio. I don't know the physio's name, actually, the new physio that's there now.
Yeah, we've just got a goal kit. So
just looking here now, it's a throw into Forest Green at the moment. We've only had about 1.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, we're in 2.5 minutes now. So
Stevenage throwing. Romeo, he's got a long throw on him as well. This is going to probably go into the box, I think, unless there's a few people there that want it to go short. But he's got a long throw on him. He could, he's throwing this from about, I think it's just further than the halfway line. He is aiming it for the box. Yeah, see, and he's gone straight into the penalty area, and he didn't beat the first man, but he has got a long throw on him. And then they've given away a free kick anyway as well there. But yeah.
George Cooper's just played a long one up for Frank Nubile to chase, but keeper Steve Arnold caught it quite comfortably.
Well, it's another former Stevenage player there as well. Steve Arnold used to be in goal at Stevenage as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a lot of links between these two teams as well, because Forest Green and Argyle even played a friendly together, didn't they? At the start of just before lockdown, yeah.
Just after lockdown.
Yeah, just before the
pre-season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have seen how they played.
Mm-hmm.
Where we were comfortable 2-1 winners over Forest Green.
Yeah.
And Northampton got Keith Carroll as their manager, which is a great manager to have.
Forest Green are on the attack now as well. That was really dodgy at the back though. I don't know who that was. I think it might have been Luke Prosser. I think it was. I can't actually. Yeah, was it Luke Prosser? I think he tried to get it back to the goalkeeper, Jamie Cummins, and Forest Green basically almost read it and almost were in, but Jamie Cummins just about got there and cleared it in the end, yeah.
And if anyone that's watching this have live updates of any of the games that are going on, you can comment them below. There's a throw-in that Northampton just took, but ball's just gone out of play for a Argyle goal kick.
It's very cagey start in this one at the moment. We've had 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I think it is, and there's not been any chances created yet. So not really anyway. That one there, you might call half a chance when the screen player almost got in, but that's as far as it's been so far. Jamil Matt's got the ball now for them, but yeah, he's just played it out wide, and it's just been cleared behind by Luke Wilden for a throw-in. So yeah, still cagey start really.
Northampton have just won themselves a free kick just inside the Argyle half. And
what's this here now? Hold on. Forest Green are claiming for a penalty there, and that was Luther Wilden on their winger, the number 18. I don't know who that is without looking at the team sheet, but it wasn't Wilden. It was actually Ross Marshall that brought him down, or looked like he brought him down, but the referee said no, and it's now a goal kick. But that's a little bit of a let-off because I think he did actually clip him as well.
Well, this is a good fact as well. Luke Jeffcott, who's returned to the Argyle lineup last week, scored on his return back to the team. Now he obviously starts today. He could score. He scored on his return. Now he's at home return. He might score again.
Let's see what's happening here. Romeo had another long throw in again. NEF Young being beaten to the ball there now. And Arthur Reed's just lunged in on his man, and that looked like a foul as well, but the referee said no. And it's Luke Prosser's just gone down the line now towards is that Aitchison, I think it is, over there in that corner. And was it Aitchison? I think it might have been. Yeah, and they were giving the ball away. Oh, he's got it back. Arthur Reed, Romeo Hutton, the two low knees. Hutton's balled in straight through to the Forest Green keeper, yeah. But there's a couple of fouls in there. Like, I think Arthur Reed just fouled his man as well and got away with it. So this referee's a little bit, more lenient than some of the others I've seen in recent weeks.
Well, yeah. Argo have just cleared it out of play through George Cooper, and it's a Northampton Town throw-in.
And then he's just pulled this one back for a free kick. Less of a free kick than the last one that wasn't given. This referee's a bit, I don't know. Already after 7 minutes, I don't know if he's that great.
And now Callum Watts has just headed the ball out of play.
There's a chance there for Forest Green, and it's comfortably caught there by Jamie Cumming. But again, they're looking dangerous down this side. Anyway, the right hand, the left hand side, I should say.
It's a long throw here by the Northampton number 6, but Mike Cooper was able to grab it quite quickly. He's throwing it out to the right hand side, and it's reached the halfway line where Connor Grant is. And he's played it inside. No, deflected off the Northampton man and gone out for a Argo throw. Byron Moore has just crossed it. No, it was Connor Grant that just crossed it, but it took a deflection. So it's a corner.
Just looking here on Twitter, there's people supporting Stevenage from across the world at the moment. One guy, Marcus Gonzalez, has just posted that he's watching and supporting from Paraguay. So they've got people watching from all over the place at the moment. And obviously, I think largely the Burger King links as well, and everything that's been going on last season and again this season with the club as well. The Burger King and the FIFA campaigns and everything like that. It's,
and the revive as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Therese Fornar's got the ball here. He's going to leave it for George Cooper to take. Therese Fornar, the Nottingham Forest under-23 player. George Cooper's now got it. He's whipped it to the right-hand side where Byron Moore would be. And it's with Connor Grant, but it's gone out for a Northampton throw.
It's all Forest Green at the moment. Like yet again, they're coming down this side here in front of me, the left-hand side with the number 6 now. Everything seems to be happening down this side. They're targeting the Stevenage right back, Luther Baldwin, and they're kind of targeting against him. Really, everything's happening again. On his side. There's nothing really going down the opposite end.
No, Therese Fornar's just fouled his man as Northampton came up the pitch. Now it's Northampton that got the ball.
It's a corner for Forest Green now as well. It's going to be dangerous. Obviously, Jamil Matt's in there as well. Very tall player, because if he gets the ball on his head, then it's a good opportunity for him there to maybe score from this corner. The corner's very long though, and it's headed back in. It looks like there was another clearance out there as well, so it's another throw into Forest Green now. But yeah, it was good clearance. Yeah.
Free kick got Northampton just took a wicked deflection en route to Michael Cooper, but he palmed it away but caught it at the second attempt. But Argo have got it in their defence.
I was going to say there's a nice little backheel in there from the Forest Green captain Chris Stokes. I never saw him do that when he played at Broadway or the Lummox Stadium.
George Cooper's just come inside and lost possession of the ball, but Therese Fornar's cut it out. He's looking quite comfortable, the under-23 Nottingham Forest man.
That's good then. Hopefully you'll have a good game. Just looking in here now, there's a throw-in for Stevenage in our own half. Romeo Hutton over on the left-hand side. This one isn't going to go anywhere near the box because it's too far back, obviously, but it'll probably still make it into their half. Let's have a look. Not quite, almost though.
And another thing is, we signed Timmy Abraham, the younger brother of Tammy Abraham from Chelsea, from Fulham yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was included on the
bench. On the bench. It's the same with Stevenage and Remedy. He's on the bench as well. The new option that we've got, really, another forward that we've got on the bench there now.
But he's had 2 training sessions with Argo, including this today. So he must have came in late Wednesday, early Thursday, but we didn't announce it until yesterday.
Last minute when it was, not last minute, but only a few hours beforehand.
Yeah, I think it's a great signing for him. I mean, especially if he's back, we get fans back in, might start singing a chant about him if we get.
There's a chance here now for Stevenage. Jack Aitchison there tried to get the ball through to Innie Effiong. It just came off of Effiong and then it's gone behind now for a Forest Green goal kick. But yeah, Karen, where you were at, what were you saying about this new player Abraham that you just signed?
Yeah, we might start, when fans are allowed back in the stadium, we might start singing about Timmy if we get to keep him past January. Yeah.
I think that's what happened with Stevenage as well. Obviously, Ben Coker's now signed on a permanent, and I think the deal was going to be sort of struck in the summer for next year anyway, after his loan was up. But because we wanted to get another player in on loan, it was, get him done permanently now, and then get the new guy in on loan, and that's how it's worked. And it's obviously Jack Aitchison came in the other day as well, and last week away at Mansfield, he looked pretty bright, to be honest. He was always kind of causing a lot of trouble when he was on the ball. He hasn't had the ball much today in the first 14 minutes. I think he's barely touched it really, but Forest Green are kind of marshalling him out of the game pretty well. But he's the kind of player that he looks like he's got that in his locker, and he can just kind of go into the second gear as and when he chooses to. So yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is, is that Argo haven't lost at home this season either.
Mm-hmm.
We lost only the one game, which was the away game at Hull City.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at we're gonna defend this really well. I mean, both teams are set up with 3 at the back.
There you go. There's a chance here for Stevenage to fill him. It's Jack Smith's in the box now. Jack Smith gets the ball into the box, sorry. And it's back with Jack Smith over on the right-hand side. And it's into Luther Walden, Arthur Reed now. There's a little bit of dangerous position. Arthur Reed has a long shot there from about 25 yards, and it's gone over the top of the Forest Green bar. But it took about 15 minutes, and it looks like that's probably Stevenage's best chance so far.
And another thing is we got Jeremy Opoku on loan from Fulham as well. Tony Abraham also said in his interview, this isn't. He knows bits about the club because he played for Fulham under-23s in their Premier League under-23 game against Argyle twice last season. And he played in the FA Youth Cup the season before. So he has very good experience of playing at home park in front of a bit of a crowd. I mean, we don't really much have a big crowd at them types of games, but at least 1,000 fans, I'd say, at the 3 games.
Yeah, for these more die-hard fans that just want to go and watch a game of football, isn't it? That trophy, it's kind of the competition that not really anyone's that bothered about until you get to the latter stages, and you've got half a chance of getting to a final. Then, yeah,
it's like the Leasing.com trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And Callum Watts is here.
Another link again, Kellen Watts, another one that I think he actually played alongside Chris Stokes as well in that team. It's a good ball there from Elliot List towards Jack Smith, and it's actually just down the line, and it's now a Forest Green throw-in. The goalkeeper's just seen it behind for a throw-in there, and Stephen is just getting 4 or 5 in there to try and put the pressure on him to stop him from going, coming out with his throw, really. It was quite funny, actually, just a minute ago. The Forest Green had a goal kick, and it was the goalkeeper. It looked like Chris Stokes was actually going to take the goal kick, but he literally just passed it straight to him on the line. So it was a bit of a weird goal kick, but whatever works, I guess.
Yeah. Why would Chris Stokes play a goal kick to the goalkeeper?
Right, it's the other way around. Yeah. Luther Wilden's just want to throw in there now, though. But yeah, we've had 17 minutes and 40 seconds almost. Still goalless.
Yeah, it's still goalless between Argyle and Northampton, as Callum Watts has just been bundled over by Northampton's number 22.
So just the possession stats are up there. As far as the lion's share of possession, it's probably the home team, they would expect as well. But it's with Stevenage at the moment. It looked like Jack Aitchison was bundled to the floor, and then the Forest Green number 6 is basically telling him to get up and just pushing him up basically, which is a little bit of an odd one. I don't know why Forest Green thought he was able to do that, but as I said before, this referee isn't exactly the greatest.
Oh, it was actually the Forest Green number 29. Northampton number 29. As we just whipped the ball in and George Cooper's just headed over.
There's a chance here for Forest Green down this side. Again, everything's coming down this side. Luther Wild inside.
Latest scorer in the Premier League.
Oh, it's number 21.
Chelsea 1, Southampton 0. Timo Werner with the goal.
Is that his first Premier League goal, is it? Or has he got one or two before that now?
He scored in the League Cup, so yeah, it will be his first Premier League goal.
Yeah.
But first of many, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll go on and do well. Yeah, he's a top player,
yeah. Argo have just committed a foul on the edge of the box, and it's the first yellow card of the game to Byron Moore.
And yet again, Forest Green are in here now. That's Jamil Matt just being shoved off the ball by Arthur Reed. Scott Cuthbert's down there tying his shoelace as well. We've had 20 minutes and there's still no goals. I think probably the best chance, although Forest Green have had most of the possession and had a couple of goes down this side here, the Luther Wild inside. The best chance is probably the Stevenage one that's gone over the bar. That's probably the most clear-cut chance out of the whole lot. Although they've, Stevenage haven't looked like creating much else. But that 25-yarder from Arthur Reed is probably the most clear-cut chance of the game so far. That's how cagey it's been. There's been no, proper chances as such.
And the Northampton Town free kick straight into the Argo wall out for Northampton Town. Throw in on the left-hand side in line with the 18-yard box. Answering your question there, Russ, no, I didn't know Freddie Ladapo had scored for Rotherham. So
it's my prediction out of the way there, and I've gone on the Super 6. I said they'd get hammered. I said they'd lose about 3 or 4-0, I think it was. So that's that one. Not going to be the exact prediction anyway. If I might get it, where I get a couple of points, but I'm not going to get the correct score.
Yeah.
Just having a look here now. It's Luke Prossart into Jack Smith, and he's just been caught there by Jamil Matt, and it's a free kick here for Stevenage now. Jack Smith's just stayed down as well, but he's up again. He's only just down for a second.
Apparently, Ladapo's just missed a penalty as well now.
Oh, wow.
So, Rotherham trying to go strength to strength.
Yeah. Against a good side as well. A side that are going to be challenging for promotion in Norwich, yeah.
Yeah. When Ladapo scoring against the former Premier League team as well.
So it's Romeo Hutton's going to just whack this one into the box, is he? No, he kind of half chips it in and it gives it straight to Jamil Matt. And then Forest Green are countering now. And Arthur Reed couldn't get there. It's about 4-on-4, I think now. Chance for Forest Green, who have just scored as well. And it was a Stevenage free kick, and they've tried to get the ball into the box there. Forest Green cleared it and countered. And counters a lot of pace and have just scored and they're 1 up now. And it's the number 18 who's just curled it into the back of the net there past Jamie Cumming. And they lead. It's 1-0 to Forest Green. 22 minutes, I think it is, on the clock. Just want to see who this guy is that scored, what his name is. But it was a decent finish and they deserve it really for the possession and everything that they've had. They've started much the better team in the first sort of 23 minutes or so. And as I said, Stevenage had that chance where Arthur Reed fired that one over the bar. But yeah, Forest Green are ahead. And it was Stevenage's downfall, really. A bit of a poor free kick. And then Forest Green counter and go and score down the other end.
Oh, and Callum Watts has just gone down, trying to take the ball up. The Northampton Town defence on, but he's gone down and he's picked up a bit of a knock here.
Just going to have a little look here on see who that was that scored for Forest Green. I'm sure it was the number 18. It will tell me if I jump to this part of it. It was Young that scored. Yeah.
Not Lewis Young, is it?
No.
That would have been ironic, especially with his Stevenage connections.
Yeah, absolutely. But he doesn't play for Forest Green. He does play in League Two, I think, at the moment. But I think it's Crawley or something like that.
I know he was at Crawley, but I didn't know if he'd moved on or not.
There's somebody in League Two anyway. I know because I know he was actually watching one of the Stevenage games the other week, and I think he might have even played against the club since then. So yeah, he was there for the games. Yeah, doing a bit of scouting for them.
For whoever he's playing for. If anyone can let us know, be greatly appreciated.
But yeah, it's a throw in here now for Stevenage, thrown long by Romeo Hutton and then cleared behind for another throw in again. That was poor for the goal as well.
Come on, Rare.
I thought that was poor for the goal. It was, it was sort of
good play by Callum Watts.
Chance, leave for wild in. There's a chance. Who's that there now? It's Jack Aitchison, and it's straight through to the Forest Green goalkeeper there now. And I think Chris Stokes has got an injury. Is it Stokes? Was it? No, Stokes' partner, defensive partner, has got an injury there. But yeah, that was just, you can't do that when you got a free kick and an attacking position. You can't let the opposition counter. That was poor. It really was poor.
Beats his man.
And yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle. Just having a look here now, and Forest Green has just got it. They've gone out wide down the left-hand side this time, and it's gone out of play against Romeo Hutton for Stevenage throw-in. But 26 minutes on the clock. Forest Green leading by that one goal there by Young from a Stevenage free kick, as I was just saying. And Stevenage, poor free kick into the box, and Forest clear, countered 4 or 5 on 4 or whatever, and they just culled it in from the edge of the box there past Jamie Cumming, who couldn't even do anything about it. Yeah.
This is looking really cagey for Northampton. We're attacking them really well. I know we do play really attacking football, but we've had 64% possession to their 36.
It was like that in this game. It has been like that in this game as well in Forest Green's favour, yeah.
And it's just been really all our goal. They've had their chances.
Jamil Matt's just gone down. He's been taken down by Ross Marshall on the halfway line there, and it's a free kick to Forest Green now. And I'm not too sure this is that's taken it. I think it's the number 6 that's taken it, the other centre back. But yeah.
And a full-time score from earlier as well was Everton 2, Liverpool 2. So that was
a decent game as well. By the time I didn't see it myself, but it looked like there was a lot happened in that game with 4 goals. There was a red card as well. There was a VAR decision. It seems like it had it all.
Yeah, I mean, it was, from what I saw, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, ref.
It's a ball in there now, and it's a chance for Forest Green to get a second, and it's a corner, is it? Yeah, they've just won a corner in now. Down the left-hand side, it's going to be taken by the number 10, I think it is. But yeah, again, Forest Green are putting all the pressure on. If anyone's going to score it at the moment, it looks like Forest Green are going to get a second more than Stevenage getting back into the game. They're looking much the better team at the moment as it stands.
Oh, and another goal for Chelsea, and after 28 minutes, and Timo Werner's got his second.
So he has. He's had a good game so far today. Then
Definitely.
he might get a hat trick in the first half as well. You never know.
No, I hope he does, because that'd be a great result.
And of course, they've got Kepa back in goal as well because Mendy's injured, isn't he? So they've had to put Kepa back in goal for that game.
Yeah, because Mendy is.
Chance for Forest Green. They should have been 2-0 up there. That was Jamie Cumming. Looked like he was dallying over the ball a bit. He kicked it straight at Jamil Matt. Jamil Matt was a little bit wide of the goal and he couldn't really shoot himself after the block. He kept the ball in though, and he played it across to the goal scorer, I think it was, and it was a good block in the end by, I think it might have been Scott Cuthbert, but the referee's given a goal kick in the end anyway. But that was a hell of a let off.
Yeah.
Should have probably been 2-0, really. Like, I don't think Cuthbert actually got attached to the ball. Maybe it was just the fact he was in there was enough to put him off. But, yet again, Stephen is caught out there. Yeah.
Oh, Northampton are coming into it a bit now.
Oh, is a foul there, surely? No. Referee says no. NTFC bundled down on the edge of the box. Referee says nothing. Scott Cuthbert now is going to go long. Of course, Stevenage haven't started too greatly this season. They started off okay with the first game against Barrow being a draw, and then the victory against Oldham as well. But then since then, it's there was a couple of losses. I think there was 3 losses in a row in the league before last week's 0-0 at Mansfield, and then still only won the one league game and then the one game in the cup as well against Southampton under 21s.
Yeah. So hopefully you get something out of this. As Argo are attacking, but they're playing it around a bit.
It's all the way back with Jamie coming now as out to Ross Marshall, who's going to go long, is he? Yeah, he whacks it long towards Effiong. It's gone out of play for a goal kick.
Great effort there. Danny Mayer's just unleashed a shot from about 20, 22 yards out, and it's just gone narrowly wide of Steve Arnold's goal. Ooh. So
I'm just looking as well. Forest Green, they've got that stand behind the goal that they're defending at the moment, which is a little bit like Stevenage's old stand, the old North stand, which has now been done up. Is they can only fit, I think, a couple of 100 people in there, but I looked at it, it's not an all-seater or enough in that part. It's just a little mini stand, yeah.
Yeah, but it might be a whole stand, but you could have
it looks it's small. It's small. It's all standard.
You might be able to have standing to this next to it.
Yeah, maybe. There's a chance here for Stevenage now, and that was Jack Aitchison. I think it was it? Just about got beat into the ball that's just running through. A good long ball through by Hutton, I think it was, and Aitchison ran onto it, but it was well defended by Forest Green in the end there, yeah. They're still leading this one by 1-0 after 33 minutes by that goal by Young about 10 minutes or so ago.
Another interesting fact is Argo are actually on 8 points before this game started. The last time they were in League One, It took us the first time at the first attempt of being in League One. It took us 15 games to get 8 points, and we went on to just miss out on the playoffs. So we're doing well. Four games.
I think it was Arthur Reed, and was it Arthur Reed or was it might have been Ross Marshall? In fact, and Jamil Matt's just getting a talking to there by the referee James Bell. Was nothing in it at all. It's not a yellow card or anything like that. It's very soft to, probably even give a free kick. Actually, it was a bit soft, really, but there's a chance here for Stevenage now, and then it's cleared away by Forest Green. And I think it's Forest Green for a throw in as well. And it's still a bit of a poor game in terms of Stevenage so far. There's a lot of options on the bench as well. I know Alex Ravel's got a couple of attacking players on there. Ote, the new striker that's been signed from QPR, Danny Newton as well. Femi Akinwande. There's 3 options there that can come on and go up front if need be, if they want to change anything in the second half.
And just while we're in a bit of a short period of time, coming up on the channel from 5:15 to tonight is the Man City Arsenal live commentary between Man City and Arsenal, which me and Mike are live commentating on. From 4:15 tomorrow, me and a new commentator, Alex, can't remember his surname, be commentating on the Tottenham v West Ham game.
Okay. So you got a couple of new people involved then, because obviously I see Rob's involved now in the podcast stuff as well.
Yeah, but we've got a few new commentators coming to the channel. We also have the live commentary of Leeds v Wolves from 7:30 with maybe inputs from Russ, Vernon and Kieran Riley, who support both of the teams that are involved. So that'll be live from 7:30 on Monday, due to us having guests on
as well. Yeah, and that's going to be, I think that'll be me and you that actually do the live commentary for that one as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and I'll probably be, I might put an input in for tomorrow's one, because I'll probably watch the game. I'll probably come on at half time or full time or whatever and just give my thoughts on how the game's going.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 8 or 9 new commentators lined up, which is good.
That's really good. Yeah.
I mean, Barry Swain, good friend of mine and yours, who does TalkSport commentary.
Yeah.
He got me. He plugged an email out at 7:30, and by 8 o'clock he had 2 people interested.
When was that? Yesterday? Was it last night?
No, this morning.
Oh, today! Wow.
So we've got, and he sent me all the details so I've let everyone know that they will get a chance as well, because
of course, there's lots of games to cover, and even if it's just 2 new people that commentate together, and one of us just sits in the studio and keeps an eye on it all, and just sees how they're getting on, sort of thing.
I mean, Alex was so eager for it, and he was one of the first people to be involved asking about it. So
that's really good.
I gave him a fair crack. There is a fellow Plymouvian though that will be one of the new commentators. He now lives in southwest London.
Okay.
And we were having a good chat just before we came live, well, just before we sat in the studio actually, and he was actually really sound, and he was looking forward to this. I mean, I let everyone know that even if because they all were interested in this Tottenham West Ham game, I let them all know.
Romeo Hutton have just got the ball into the box, but it was cleared by Forest Green. But yeah, carry on.
I let them all know so that they all knew where they stood, and I said that I'd keep them informed as well, so that will help as well, because the channel needs to grow.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think we've had other commentators on in the past. Me and Russ have done one. You and Tom have done one together. And there's been other, people that have been obviously involved in the podcast, like Sean and things like that as well, and Lee and the other couple of guys that were on the other week as well, the two Forest fans. So you're getting a few things happening, yeah.
A goal for Argo. Frank Nouble has scored.
Oh, that's really good. So that's obviously Frank Nouble is the guy that. Well, he retweeted out, or not retweeted, he shared one of my stories, didn't he? And I think what's happened here is that the referee's just saying something here to one of the Forest Green players here. The number
great header. A very good header.
There's the Forest Green guy here is going off. I don't know if he's got a cut or if he's ill or been sent off here or what's been happening here. I don't get this. Forest Green number 8 there. He's on the pitch still. There's a physio. I don't know what that's about.
So it was a good cross up from Byron.
NTFC Young was shoved to the floor there. I don't know what that is. Whether that's a card or a red card, or whether he's. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he got an injury in that tackle, but. He's changing his shirt, is he? Maybe he's got a nosebleed or something like that. Yeah.
It was actually Conor Grant that crossed it. But what a header. But Northampton will want to get back into this now. I mean, Tyrese, he's looked so strong.
The goalie's down. Yeah, the Forest Green goalie's down as well. And they're having a drinks break about 4 minutes away from half time. Or 3.5 minutes away from half time, actually. But that was a bit of an odd one. I don't know what happened there with NTFC Young and their player that's gone off and due to study shirt change there. It is the physio that's coming on for the goalie as well. So that was an injury rather than anything else. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he fell awkwardly or something there. I didn't really see anything in that, yeah.
Well, there's a yellow card here for Ryan Watson, who just fouled Therese Bonner. But George Cooper and Danny Mayer over this free kick.
I think Forest Green goalkeeper here is getting a bit of treatment to his leg. I don't know what he done. I didn't see. Maybe he fell awkwardly or whatever.
And George Cooper's whipped it in, and Steve Arnold's come out, double punch the ball. Ooh.
I just see earlier, this goalkeeper he wasn't keen on taking that goal kick. I thought, maybe Chris Dykes was going to take the goal kick, so maybe it's an injury he had before the game. But he's up and all right. He's up and all right anyway now. But yeah, it didn't look like he was going to take that goal kick originally. It looked like maybe Chris Dykes was going to take it before. Like this was back at the start of the game, and yeah, see, it said it here. Probably was from. We've had 43 minutes on the clock here. There's only been that one shot on target, and that's the Forest Green goal. That's how there's been very little created in this game, and yeah, so they just come up on there now. It says shots on target. They've had one, we've had none, and they're 1-0 up. So it's been
the latest in the Premier League. Chelsea have been pegged back by Danny Ings. So it's Chelsea 2, Southampton 1.
Danny Ings is on fire as well. He's scored a couple of goals for them so far this season, as it is. Yeah.
And it's now a corner for Northampton after Northampton had a free kick deep, well, just inside the Argo half, actually. Now, Argo are going to try and defend this. And Frank Newbley defending really well. Didn't beat the first man. So the ball went out for a throw-in to Northampton.
There's a throw into Stevenage as well now. And there's 2 balls on the pitch here. Luther Wilden threw one in. And then I don't know if it was one of their players threw the ball in as well. So there was 2 balls on the pitch there. Or was it there was somebody there from in the stand anyway that just threw the ball on. Maybe it was like I don't know who he is, but Luther Wilden threw the ball in, and then they threw the ball in as well. And there's a yellow card here now for the Forest Green number 6. So maybe it was him that threw the ball in, Kitchen. I don't know. He's got a book in.
Mark Kitchen, that is.
Yeah, there was no foul.
The former Middlesbrough youngster.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's coming up to half time now. We've got the board coming up in a second. Just going to have a look. So there was a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's
chance there for Stevenage. Arthur Rio Hutton's ball into the box. In the Effiong. And cleared by Forest Green for a throw in. I didn't see how many minutes that was. It looked like it was quite a few. It looked like it might have been 3 or 4 even. It's with Scott Cuthbert, the Stevenage captain. Marshall going to go long.
It's half time.
All right, we're still playing here at the moment. Chance here for Stevenage, long ball, and it's towards Romeo Hutton, and it's Stevenage corner, is it? Yeah. It's 3 minutes, so we're into the first of 3 minutes now. As it stands, we've got 2 minutes more of this half.
It's Shay Adams that assisted Danny Ings to that goal. So that's some.
We're now just about to take this corner. It was buffer in for a second as well there. Let's have a look here. Just bear with me while this corner gets taken. It looks like Jack Acheson's over the corner. The low knee is going to go and deliver it in, and it's gone into Luke Prosser. I think Jack Smith was bundled over there, was he? But the referee said no, there's nothing in that. And now Forest Green are going to counter again. And it's with Jamil Matt over there. Is it? No, not Jamil Matt, sorry. It isn't Jamil Matt, it's their number 25, the winger. It's into their number 8, I think he is, but I can't even tell what number he is because he had to change his shirt, so now he's got a shirt with no number on the back. But yeah, I think it was him anyway. That's the centre mid, and it's now all the way back with their goalkeeper who boots it clear. He's fine after that little knock he had as well.
Some interesting news coming out of Weymouth.
Yeah,
they're currently 1-0 up against Kings Lynn, and a good friend of mine, Callum Cook, scored.
Oh, that's good. That's good for us.
Former St Mirren and Truro City striker.
Yeah. There's about 30 seconds left. This is going to probably be. Oh no! I don't want to use that ball. I want to use that ball. That other ball was a little bit too flat for this throw in.
Billericay are actually 1-0 up against Havant as well.
Okay, yeah, we know a few of their players, don't we?
Yeah. And another big shock in the world football this weekend is Rangers beat Celtic in the Old Firm derby.
Oh, they beat them?
2-0. Yeah.
Oh, they got a clean sheet as well. Wow. The chance here for Forest Green. We're into the last. Well, we're over time actually in added time, and it's the number 8, the numberless player who's gone out wide there to the right back, and it's a throw into them. This is probably going to be half time, is it? James Bell, the referee, looks at his watch, and that is that for the first half. Cagey start. Stevenage not really created much apart from that one chance from Arthur Reed, which was fired over the bar from about 25 yards. I think it was 25 yards. And that was their only shot that they've had in the whole of that first half. None on target. And Forest Green only had that one on target themselves. And that was the one that ended up in the back of the net by Young after 23 minutes. So at the break, they lead by the solitary goal to 0.
Oh, this is actually quite interesting as well. Ainsley Pears signed for Blackburn yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And Blackburn actually signed 3 goalkeepers in the whole of the transfer window.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, Ainsley is unavailable to be on the bench or start for Blackburn today due to it being after 12 o'clock. But it looks like there could be some good results as well today. I mean, it's currently Barnsley 1-0, Rotherham are 1-0 up, Swansea are 1-1 with Huddersfield. Wickham are beating Millwall 1-0, which is a shock. Cash cut.
Just see if we've got any comments. What's that one from James about Huddersfield?
Oh, Huddersfield. Huddersfield went 1-0 up against Swansea.
Oh, and it's the equalisers. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, through Harry Toffolo.
Mm-hmm.
Very good player he is as well. Met him a couple times. He was part of Norwich's youth system as well.
Okay, yeah. Just having a look at some scores actually from League Two. So some half-time scores. Bolton and Oldham are drawing 1-1. Carlisle are beating Colchester by 2-1. Crawley 0, Morecambe 0. Forest Green 1, Stevenage 0 as we're watching anyway. Harrogate 1, Borough 0 in the battle of the two new boys for the division. Mansfield 0, Bradford 2. Newport 1, Tranmere 0. Port Vale 0, Salford 0. Of course, Salford being managed by Paul Scholes today as well. Scunthorpe 0, Cambridge 2. Southend 0, Cheltenham 1. So Southend are carrying on their poor start. And Walsall 0, Exeter 0. Leyton Orient and Grimsby is a 5:30 kickoff. And that means that currently Cambridge are top of the table. Then it's Newport, then Morecambe. Forest Green are in 5th. And Stevenage are down in 16th as it stands at the moment, with Southend bottom and Oldham just ahead. And then Mansfield and Barrow just above the relegation zone.
Yeah. And then into League One, it finished 2-0 to MK Dons, which was a 1 o'clock kickoff. AFC Wimbledon 0, Shrewsbury Town 0. Bristol Rovers 0, Brighton Albion 0. Charlton 0, Wigan Athletic 0. Crewe 0, Blackpool 0. Fleetwood Town 0, Lincoln City 0. Ipswich Town 0, Accrington Stanley 0. Peterborough United 1, Oxford United 0. The Argyle game is currently 1-0 to Argyle against Northampton. Portsmouth 0, Doncaster Rovers 0. Rochdale 0, Hull City 1. Swindon Town 0, Sunderland 1. And into the Championship, it's Barnsley 1, Bristol City 0. Birmingham City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Blackburn Rovers 0, Nottingham Forest 0, who now managed by former Newcastle and Brighton and Hove Albion manager Chris Hughton. AFC Bournemouth 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Brentford 0, Coventry City 0, Luton Town 0, Stoke City 0, Middlesbrough 0, Reading 0, Rotherham United 1, Norwich City 0, Swansea City 1, Huddersfield Town 1, and Wycombe Wanderers 1, Millwall 0.
I was going to say actually as well there in regards to the championship there between Luton and Stoke. Obviously, that's a Nathan Jones derby, that one, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, he managed both sides last season.
Yep. And just a couple from the Premier League. Everton and Liverpool earlier on finished 2-2 with goals for Liverpool by Sadio Mane on his return from coronavirus after 3 minutes. That was equalised by Michael Keane after 19. Then Mo Salah gave Liverpool the lead, and they were equalised by none other than, of course, Dominic Calvert-Lewin after 81 minutes to get that one 2-2. Richarlison was sent off at the end as well for a nasty foul. And, of course, Liverpool thought they'd won it, but it was disallowed by a VAR decision when I think it was Jordan Henderson that put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, it was Sadio Mane's elbow was offside.
Yeah, and in the Premier League at the moment, it's Chelsea 2, Southampton 1. Timo Werner getting 2 for Chelsea, and then Danny Ings putting one back just a couple of minutes before the break there as well, to give that one a little bit more of a respectable scoreline for them going in at the break. And Chilwell getting an assist for them as well. Later on, we were going to be doing the stream of Manchester City against Arsenal from around about an hour or so's time. And then even after that, we're not going to be streaming a commentary for this one. But if you want some more football after that game's finished, there's the game at St James Park as well. So it's St James's Park as well, between Newcastle and Man United at 8 p.m. as well.
And there was a few controversial decisions in the Liverpool Everton game, because Jordan Pickford could have been sent off for his challenge on Virgil van Dijk, but obviously Virgil was actually offside from the decision, and the referee just ruled that offside, didn't think of the foul. There's also the VAR decision that ruled out Jordan Henderson's incident. And then obviously there is the incident that happened between Richarlison and it was Richarlison and Fabinho, I think. Hang on, let me just see if I can find out. I actually didn't watch this game, so it was Richarlison. Well, I watched bits of it. I didn't watch the incident. Where was it? Oh, it was Richarlison on Thiago. But Richarlison actually also injured himself in the same incident.
Just looking here now, it was the Forest Green goal scorer. I think his name is Jake Young. Let's have a look. Well, that one before, you know, when I said about Jamil Matt closed down Jamie Cumming, and it was Aaron Collins, the striker there, the Jamil Matt strike partner. When I thought it might have been a corner, and it was given as a goal kick. It actually, because it ricocheted off the post. I didn't see that. But it came off the post. That's why it was a goal kick.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, you're right there. It sounds like you got some drilling going on.
No.
got Wagstar.
Playing for them, yeah.
Playing for Forest Green.
Mhm.
I've got some buffering issues with the Argo game, but
It sounds like you've got some drilling going on as well. It sounds like you've got the builders in doing some drilling, like doing something to your house.
there's nothing in this end.
I can hear it. It's horrible.
What can you hear?
Sounds like drilling, as I said.
There's nothing in this end.
Not from mine. It might be because you just put the radio on as well. I can hear the radio in the background there, yeah.
Got to make sure I turn that down a bit.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's the game at Blytheville Park is currently 2-1 to Wellington. I think I heard that.
So what's happening? We were going to see the Plymouth Parkway game. What's happening with that? Is it not on or?
Yeah, they're playing Wellington today, but they only allow 300 people, and I was a bit late to find out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's currently Wellington 2-1 to Wellington.
Ah. We're just about to go back to the main game, so we'll come back and go back to the actual streams in a second, yeah.
Yeah. There's not many goals today.
No, yeah. Not as many as last weekend yet, but not last weekend, sorry, the weekend before in the Premier League when there was 42 goals in the Premier League. Obviously, we've only had a few Premier League games so far, and we've already had 7 goals, I think it was. 7 goals so far, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots more games to go, and lots of big games to go as well. I'm sure there'll be goals in the Man City Arsenal game and the Newcastle Man United game as well. There'll be goals in all of them, and goals in the Spurs game against West Ham when they play tomorrow, and lots of the other games as well. I'm sure we'll probably get 1 or 2 freak results that we didn't expect. A bit like the Villa Liverpool one.
Yeah. Or even the Man U one.
Yeah. I wonder if they can get any subs on there. I think they need to do something. Be interesting to see what Alex Ravel says to them at half time, because they were poor in that first half. We had that opportunity from the free kick, and then they countered on us and scored. And then they could have had a second when it hit the post as well. At the end of that half, there was a claim for a penalty. Jack Smith went down in the box, but not for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Argo are already out and then waiting to get things underway. Northampton have just turned up for the second half, with them set to kick off as well.
I'm just looking here to see if there's any subs that might be being made. I can see a few players warming up for Stevenage that are on the pitch doing the half-time warm-up, but I can't see them all.
There's a half-time substitution. Connor Grant's gone off and Ben Reeves has come on. I wonder if that's injury-related or if that's just a bit of a tactical switch. But Connor Grant's gone off.
So we've still not got anything here yet. We're going to be a few seconds behind at least again. We might even actually... What's the time? I'm trying to think whether we'll be delayed for this second commentary that we're doing. There was a few injuries in that half. We had a few minutes stoppage time. There's still no sign of the players coming out here at all yet. So, yeah.
We've got an hour before we start that. Well,
yeah, we'll be fine then.
To join the studio, and the game's 45 minutes long. So,
We see who's that coming out. The Forest Green goalkeeper's coming out. It's the only one that's out so far. Nobody else is out.
Maybe he's come out early to have a warm up for the second half.
Well, he did get that knocked, didn't he? Yeah. Let's have a look here. I can't see anyone else. Jamie Cumming is out as well. Just the 2 goalkeepers are out so far. Now Forest Green are trickling out as well, as are Stevenage over there. They're doing their warm-up that they do to get ready for the second half, just in front of the dugout.
There is one person that it is involved for Northampton that has a very good connection with Ryan Lowe and all that. It is Nicky Adams.
Oh,
the former Bury man.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Lowe managed him to a League 2 runners-up.
Yeah, I'm just looking here. It doesn't look like there's any subs for Stevenage so far. Let's have a look. Looks like Stevenage are going to take it here. I think it's Jack Aitchison. Is that just going to take the kick-off? Can't really tell, actually, but there's no subs being made by either side at the moment, anyway. Let's have a look. Is it Aitchison? I think it might be. Yes, it is. And he's going to kick off any second now. Any second now, Jack. Any second now, mate. Oh no, it's not Jack. It's Jack Smith. Sorry, the other Jack. Yeah. And he's gone back to Scott Cuthbert, who has booted it long. Right, with Stevenage in the centre of midfield, Luke Prosser heads it on, and it's now Forest Green on the attack straight away. Jamil Mack couldn't get in, and it's cleared by Jamie Cumming. And then headed out by Scott Cuthbert as well. They're just trying to get it back in again. They couldn't get it past the big Scottish defender there, the Stevenage captain. Romeo Hutton, Arthur Reed as well now. He's going to go long. Ini Effiong tries to touch it on there. And Chris Stokes knocks it straight back to him though. And Effiong goes to Arthur Reed. So he's going to look to go into the defence there. Luke Prosser, Scott Cuthbert, all the way across to Ross Marshall. He's playing on the right of that back three. Then Luther Wilding now as well. He goes into the middle to, I think that's Elliot List, I think it was. Hasn't said his name much in this game. It obviously means he's been pretty quiet. That's with Jack Smith, Ross Marshall again. And then back with Jack Smith in the centre of the park. And Stevenage just getting a little bit of a feel for things early in the second half here, I should say.
I'd like to see if we bring on Timmy Abraham as well. Mm-hmm. I know we do normally take off a striker and all that, so it would be nice to see if Timmy is one of the men that comes on.
There's a throw in there for Stevenage now. That was a bit of play down that side there. Is it throw-in or a free kick? I think it might be a free kick, actually. Yeah, it's a free kick. Arthur Reed's going to whip it in, it looks like. And it's Luther Wilding, I think it might have been, that was fouled, or List. It was between the two of them anyway. Arthur Reed's going to knock this one into the box.
George Cooper's just been fouled.
Arthur Reed whacks it in. The goalkeeper, and it was just too easy for him, to be honest. There's the Forest Green number 8. He's got his shirt back on now with his name on, so we know who he is again. He's got a headband on as well, so that's another reason we can recognise it as him, the one that got the knock in the first half.
Well, Luke Jeffcott's chasing it down after Newbley flick on, but
it's still with Forest Green now, and it's who was that now? It's cleared anyway. Luther Wilding's just cleared it up to Jack Aitchison, who's just won. No, he didn't win a throw-in. It's gone back to Luther Wilding, who's booted the ball at Jack Aitchison, and now it's with Forest Green, who won a free kick here.
Go on, Byron, get it in.
There's an
Ooh.
injury there as well. Another injury for Forest Green. It's the same guy that got a whack in the first half. The number 8 there, I think he got a whack again. Yeah, he got booted with the ball. Luther Wilden was trying to clear the ball and he booted the ball into this midfielder's face.
Yeah,
So he's been in the wars a bit today, this midfielder for Forest Green.
Luke Jeffcott's now just been fouled.
It was Adams, the midfielder I'm on about. It's 22,
So,
it's a free kick, is it? And also number 18. Looks like Chris Stokes is in talks with them as well. Right on the edge of the box there now.
Over this free kick is about 30, 35 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to go for a shot? Is he going to go for a chip into the box?
Romeo Hutton there. It's just
And he's
booted the
gone
ball.
for a shot. And Steve Arnold's just tipped it over.
Actually, a funny thing about Steve Arnold, I was out in Stevenage, I think it was last week, I think it was in the middle of last week, and I saw Steve Arnold and his missus going into the coffee shop, Costa Coffee, with their little one as well.
Well,
he's still
Northampton to Stevenage isn't that far either, really.
Yeah. So chance there from Forest Green is touched onto the number 6 and it's cleared. But yeah, that was I think I was getting my eyes tested. I had to get some new glasses and that, and he was just getting a coffee with his missus and his kids, yeah, or his young kid, I should say.
Oh, come on. Mayor.
It's an opportunity here for Forest Green, but it's been put behind.
Another corner
throw in there. Is that Luther Wilden that's taking it this time? The throw in? Yeah, it is. Over on that right hand side. He's going to go long as well. He's got a long throw on him. I didn't know he had a long throw on him either. It was in the F Young, was it? It was Wilden. Just lost the ball there, sorry. F Young as well.
So Argo got the corner.
With Forest Green there. They just won
Cooper's got it.
I was going to say just won a throw. They've just given away a throw, I should say. In their own half.
George Cooper. Oh, great.
Wilden's long ball
towards there by Williamson, but it's gone in behind the goal. So
the chance for another throw in here now. Luther Wilden's over it. That's 50 minutes, still 1-0 to Forest Green with that one goal in the 23rd minute. But the Jack Young, as I was saying. I think it was Jack Young. Anyway, it's a throw in here to Stevenage again. Now it's gone out for another throw, and it's Luther Wilden is going to throw it in to midfield to Jack Smith there. He gives it in back again, and then Jack Smith across to Arthur Reid here. He's just won a free kick, has he? No, he was bundled over. But the referee says nothing, and it's now a Stevenage throw in again. Arthur Reid's down on the floor there with a little bit of a knock.
This is showing our depth in squad as well. We've got 2 players who have tweeted during the game: Panucci, Kamara, Ryan Hardy. Ryan Hardy still self-isolating after having some sort of illness, not COVID related, but he's self-isolating because Argo have got protocols in place for anyone that's feeling ill.
Fair enough, yeah.
So they put him in a 10-day isolation, and today's Ryan Hardy's last day of isolation.
Oh, yeah. Arthur Reid knocks it back to Luther Wilden, puts it into the box, and it's cleared, but only as far as Ini Effiong has got it now, and he's gone out wide there to Luke Prosser, who puts it back to Effiong again. Effiong, the big striker, of course. He's going to knock it on to... Who's that there? Is that Elliot List, I think it was? Is that foul? Referee says no. Did look like List was shoved in the box a little bit there, though. That's more of a penalty than the one in the first half for me, but let's have a look here. Good ball by Effiong. List is in. Miscontrolled there, and he is shoved to the floor. Referee says no, but those have been given before in the past.
Yeah, and then Panucci, Kamara who's the other man that's tweeted. He's just put my man on Twitter to Frank Nubile, who actually replied to one of my tweets a few weeks ago about the shot between Conor Grant and Frank Nubile. And he's also shared one of Mike's interviews out all over his Instagram story.
The Tyrone Searley one that we did, which is going to be, there's the little clips of that one. And we're actually probably going to be putting clips of that out again, actually, in the next few weeks as well. Yeah.
And it's all gone over Instagram, Twitter. And it's just...
yeah. I've now got a new page for that as well. The SFC interviews now have their own Instagram as well, so it'll probably be shared on there as well.
Yep, Argo have now got a free kick just inside, well, not just inside, but in the Northampton half. George Cooper's took it, but doesn't beat the first man, but it's back with Argo.
Just looking in, there's an injury to Stevenage. Looks like it might be the captain, Scott Cuthbert, that's down. Yes, it is. He's just getting to his feet again now, though. Referee says, "Don't worry about bringing the physio on." And Cuthbert does look in pain. It does look in a bit of agony there. Yeah, but he's moving, a bit gingerly now after that one.
Yeah,
the Scottish centre-back, the Stevenage captain, of course, now, as I said. There's a chance here for Stevenage, and it's with Effie on there. It's a good ball into the box, is it? Towards Aitchison from Jack Smith. It was a bit too long for him, and it trickled all the way through to the Forest Green keeper. And it's him there in his nice bright pink kit now. He boots it long. And it's still 1-0 to Forest Green. By the way, for anyone that's joining late in this game, it's the only shot they've had on target in the first half, and it was in the back of the net from a Stevenage free kick that they counted on and scored from the edge of the box past Jamie Cumming. They, probably deserved the victory so far on the balance of play as well. Their possession and everything. They have been the team with the most possession. And Stevenage are struggling to really create too much.
I wonder if we do see Nicky Adams in this game.
And there's a foul there, is that? Oh, that could have been a penalty for Forest Green. Oh, that was Ross Marshall on one of their strikers. I don't know who it was. It wasn't Jamil Mack. It looked like that. He was caught there, it looked like. And yet again, James Bell, the referee, said, "Oh, he's very lenient, this ref."
Very good save, that. It looks like...
Yeah,
Harriman.
Oh, was it?
Harriman's just had a left-footed shot.
It's going to be a booking, I think, for the online run. I think Arthur Reid's going to be going in the book here. Let's have a look. Referee says it's a free kick. No booking, no. Referee is very lenient. This referee's not booked anyone in this game so far. It's,
Reeves has come out
with as well. Cuthbert's still down. He's still feeling the effect from that injury before the Stevenage captain, and I think that'll be the end of him. I think there'll be a change at some point. Probably Ben Coker, more than likely, out of the ones that are on the bench. Yeah,
who is actually could make his permanent debuts now after signing permanently from Lincoln.
They might actually change the formation here as well, because we have got 3 defenders at the back, so we could actually just have Luke Prosser and Ross Marshall there. Luke Prosser, the vice captain, will just take the captaincy from Cuthbert. We might bring on an extra man in midfield, which wouldn't actually be too bad if we did that either.
But we do know that Ben Coker does like to get forward as well.
Yeah, but this has got Cuthbert as a centre-back as well, remember, so he wouldn't be able to get forward too much. It'd be having to fill in a more, sort of position that he's not that natural with. Cuthbert's up again, and he's going off this time to, the physio's taking him off. And it looks like there is a sub getting ready for Stevenage. And I think it's actually the new man, Aramide Ote, the guy that was signed on loan from QPR yesterday. Looks like it might even be him that's going to be getting ready for his Stevenage debut. Yeah, it is. He's going to be coming on for the final 32 minutes or so plus stoppage time to make his Stevenage debut. See if this guy's see how good this guy is.
Coming, literally. And Callum Watts has just put the ball into the net, but it was ruled out anyway for a foul by the Northampton man so Northampton are on the attack here now.
I'm trying to think maybe if you're going to go with Ote here, he's going to bring off Cuthbert.
1-1.
Maybe. Oh, they've equalised. Northampton have got one back, have they? Pulled level.
Yeah, pulled level. He slotted that quite easily. Aimson could have defended that well, but Canavan went across, and Cooper should have done better with that.
Back on. He looks all right. He's back into the centre back position, so there's not going to be any changes there. But he is ready to come on, so this is probably going to be. I'm not too sure who's going to come off, but it's going to be a change up front anyway.
And it was Kabora scoring for Northampton there.
And he's giving it away there, Hutton, to Forest Green now. To the Forest Green number 22. And it's gone into Luke Prosser's just got that one clear. That's good. Good little bit of play there. Ini Effiong, Scott Cuthbert heads it. Arthur Reed is. And it's Ini Effiong. Bundled down. Effiong's bundled down, and the referee's giving a free kick to Stevenage. Arthur Reed there. What are you doing? He's just gone to get the ball off the number 8 from Forest Green. I think he's, quite keen to get on with the game. And he's just shoved this Forest Green number 8 to the floor. He just picked him up and chucked him to the floor. And he's lucky anyway, because he should have been booked probably just a minute ago for that foul. Not too long ago. So he's something about Arthur Reed today. He's a bit annoyed at the fact that we're losing, which is good actually in a way. Showing a bit of fight. It's Ross Marshall now.
We are looking good. It's just a shame that we're actually during this. Tyrese Fornah has just had a shot from 30 odd yards out, and it's gone out.
It's a chance
through a
to
deflection.
And it's Jack Aitchison there. It's just one of throw-in, and Chris Stokes has just put it behind for Stevens throw-in. And Romeo Hutton's going to take this. Is he going to get the sub on first, or are we going to get the throw-in in first? It looks like the throw-in's going to be taken before we get the change. Romeo Hutton
just took the corner and Frank Newblade just headed over.
Into the box, Hutton. And it's put on by Effiong towards List, and it's cleared by Forest Green. And Arthur Reed tries to back it forward, but it's all the way back with their goalkeeper now. And we've had 62 minutes. It's still Forest Green 1, Stevenage 0 in this one. And it looks like Ote's actually gone and sat back down to the. They did have him ready, but now he's put his top back on and gone and sat down again.
Sat back down in the stands, hasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
And there's a sub for Northampton here. Number 17, which is McWilliams going off, and Luka Racic coming on for Northampton.
There's a throw in there by Stevenage. It's thrown into the centre of the park there. It's with Jack Smith. And it's with Arthur Reed now from Luke Prosser's pass. He's got it back. The former Colchester man, of course. He's gone out wide to Ross Marshall, who is going to go across to Scott Cuthbert, the captain, who's fine after that knock and injury that he had. They've fixed him up again, and now it's Stephen is just passing it around at the back at the moment, trying to get a foothold of the game. Effiong there. He's going to go and play the ball through to Romeo Hutton, who is flagged for offside. It's a bit better from Stevenage, though. They've started better in the second half, first 17, 18 minutes of it or so. And they haven't really created anything clear-cut yet, but there's promising signs anyway for the Hertfordshire boys.
And it's Rose who's just been booked there for a foul. But
this is with Stevenage again now. It's down there in their own half, though. Playing it around the back, Cuthbert there. And it's, is that Jack Aitchison or Jack Smith? Jack Smith on the ball. He's gone out wide to Luther Wilden. And that sub, I think they're going to be making a double sub by the looks of it here now, Stevenage. I wonder if that's Coker. I think that might be Coker's coming on as well as Ramade. I think we are going to be getting two subs. Stevenage are in here, though, by Jack Aitchison. And it's well claimed by the Forest Green keeper in the end. But we're going to be getting a double sub here any second now, or any moment now, I should say.
We're playing it around at the back. Michael Cooper's just played the ball out of play.
There you go, Romero Hutton, ball into Effiong. Effiong for Stevenage. Effiong is lost the ball there, and Arthur Reed tries to chase it down, and it's all the way back to Forest Green's keeper now, who boots it long into the own half, and it's now with Jamie Cummings. So it's Ross Marshall's on the ball, but it was keeper to keeper there for a second anyway. Ross Marshall for Stevenage. It's going to go long, is he? No, he goes short there to Luther Wilden. Actually, looks like there might just be one sub for Stevenage now. I don't know. Or is it two? I think Coker and Aramade might be both coming on there. I was trying to see whether it was Coker for sure, but it looked like him. And of course, I spoke to him yesterday and just congratulated him on his permanent move as well.
Yep.
We've got Ross Marshall here for Stevenage now, back with Scott Cuthbert. He's going to go long, is he? He goes long and wide as well towards the left-hand side of Romeo Hutton, who's won the ball there. Hutton puts it across to Effiong, and it's cleared by Forest Green there. But out of play for a Stevenage throw-in, and Scott Cuthbert is over there. Just having a look here now. It was Romeo Hutton there. He won the ball, he beat his man, put the ball into the box towards Effiong, who turned, and it was cleared by Forest Green in the end. And we are going to be getting this sub now. First one is Ben Coker, is it? Yep, he's come on for Romeo Hutton. So Ben Coker is on. And the second sub is the captain, Scott Cuthbert, who has been in the wars a bit in the second half. As I said, has gone off, and he's been replaced by new signing Aramade Ote. So a change of formation here as well. So Coker's going to fill in at left back for the Romeo Hutton, who's just gone off. And it looks like we're going to go just sort of more 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 now rather than a 3-4-3. I think it's more 3-4-3 actually. Sorry, 4-3-3 rather than a 3-4-3 with the two subs that we've made.
Yeah, Coker will suit that anyway, playing a left back anyway.
We have lost a threat though with Romeo Hutton here coming off because he's got the long throws as well. But let's see what happens here. Coker's into the ball there by the number 25. Luke Proctor goes back to Jamie Cumming. But it'd be interesting to see how Aramade does on his Stevenage debut. And Coker there as well. Nice composed touch there back to Luke Prosser. Of course, they know each other from their Southend days. They have played together, haven't they, those two?
Mm-hmm.
It's Arthur Reed now to play it across there to the Jack Aitchison. Arthur Reed's got it back again in the centre of the park. Luke Prosser is bit further forward. It's with Ben Coker now. Coker there from Jack Smith. Coker's ball, Coker's delivery, and it's cleared, but only as far as Arthur Reed. And it's with Elliot List now as well, and then Luther Wilden.
But no one attacked it.
Stevenage growing into it now. Elliot List is balled into the box, and it's cleared by Forest Green, but only booted up in the air, and it's Jamil Matt against Jack Smith there, and it's Jack Smith on the floor, and Forest Green getting a free kick. So I don't know how that worked. I think it was Jack Smith got a whack in the face there by Jamil Matt, and he's given away the free kick. It's a bit of an odd one. So we've had 69 minutes of the game.
And George Cooper's just had a shot there, and it's just gone narrowly wide.
Just looking at some of the other games as well. So far, what other scores we've got? A couple of latest scores come through. We've got the latest scores coming through. So we have, look here now, Bolton and Oldham are still 1-1. Carlisle are beating Colchester 2-1. Crawley and Morecambe still 0-0. This game's still 1-0, of course, to Forest Green. Harrogate still beating Barrow. Bradford beating Mansfield 2-0. Newport and Tranmere 1-0 to Newport. Port Vale and Salford still 0-0.
And Benny Astley Seals just come on for Danny Rose there.
Yeah. There might be just a half time, or there might even be changes in that come full time. I'll go through that again at full time, because there probably has been updates in that. It just hasn't updated because this game is still going on as well. So we'll have a look at that shortly. Just having a look here. Luther Wilden's over on this side for Stevenage. He's going to take this throw in here. Goes into the Forest Green at their half, but it's given away. And it's now with Forest Green, Jamil Matt, and it's with them anyway. It's a good little bit of a turn there, but Stevenage have given away a free kick. Anyway, it's Jamil Matt's down. I don't think it was him that fouled. Sorry, him that was fouled, I should say. But they've got a free kick there now.
Northampton have got a throw in right in their own half. And Argo, if they could pen them in, they could attack Northampton down this right-hand side.
Mm-hmm. It was Jamil Matt that's down. He's just getting a bit of treatment. Still only had the one shot on target for Forest Green. Stevenage still not had a shot, and it's still, we've had 71 minutes, and the only shot on target in the game is Forest Green's goal still.
Well, Ameson's just been bundled over, but he's lucky to win his side a free kick. He's took quickly, passed it to Ben Reeves.
I think Forest Green, just Jamil Matt's gone off. He's just trying to come back on again now. The physio's with him there. You see the physio there. He's got his mask on. He's got his apron on as well.
Argo are looking strong. We've had 11 corners.
Yeah. I was going to look there. There's a chance there for Forest Green, but it went behind for a goal kick. And there's a guy walking around behind the goal there, the number 25. I wonder if he's getting ready to come on, or if he's going off, or he's gone by where the tractor is.
What scores are you after, Richie?
Yeah, what do you want, Rich? Yeah, what score do you want, mate? Or what couple of scores do you want? So currently it's 1-0 to Forest Green, and it's 1-1 in Plymouth and Northampton's game. If you want any other scores, do let us know, and we'll find them out, or we'll let you know. Yeah. And it's Young going off now for Forest Green, the goal scorer. He's been replaced by March, the number 28, I think it is. So they're making their first sub of the game. 73 minutes on the clock. Just shook hands with him there as he goes off and gets a hug from Mark Cooper as well, the Forest Green manager.
Chelsea are 3-2 up at Southampton. With Kai Havertz scoring, I think that was. Yeah, Kai Havertz scoring his first goal.
In the league as well, yeah.
Bristol City are winning 2-1. Sheffield Wednesday are 1-0 up. Brentford are 2-0 up. Stoke City are 2-0 up. Rotherham are 1-1. Huddersfield are 2-1 up against Swansea. Millwall 2-1 up against Wickham. In League One, Bristol Rovers 1-0 up. Charlton are 1-0 up. Crewe and Blackpool's 1-1. Ipswich is 2-0. Peterborough's 2-0. Plymouth versus Northampton's 1-1. Hull are 3-0 up. Sunderland are 2-0 up against Swindon. And in League Two, it's 1-1 Bolton, Oldham. Carlisle, Colchester 2-2. Crawley 4-0 against Morecambe, who were actually top of the table at the time. Forest Green 1-0 with Stevenage. Harrogate are still 1-0 up against Barrow. Bradford are 3-0 up against Mansfield. Newport 1-0 against Tranmere. Salford 0-0 with Port Vale. Scunthorpe are losing 4-0 to Cambridge. Southend are losing 2-0 to Cheltenham. And Walsall 0-0 with Exeter.
Liv Warden was just down there for Stevenage as well, and he's we've got a drop ball, have we? Or let's have a look here. Is it a throw into
the final score in the Merseyside derby was 2-2. Yeah. Liverpool had a goal disallowed for VAR
at the end, yeah.
At the end, but it was a controversial decision as well.
A chance there for Forest Green, and it's just a chance there from the 22. Just deflected off of the sub, the number 28, and it's deflected into the hands of Jamie Cumming rather than away from him. But it was a good bit of play by Forest Green. Now, that probably counts as a shot on target as well, actually, more than likely. And Jamie Cumming has to go down and make a save. It's with Stevenage now, though. Luke Warden, Elliot List. Stevenage throwing it.
Caleb Chukwuemeka has come on for Ricky Koboa, the Northampton Town goal scorer.
Elliot List for Stevenage is going to knock it in. And he's won a corner here now. So this is where Ross Marshall and Luke Prosser are going to come forward. Luke Prosser is coming forward. You see Ross Marshall there as well, just coming into the box. Jack Smith is on the edge of the box here. Arthur Reed to take the corner. And Jack Aitchison there as well, standing next to him for a short one if he wants to go short.
And the full time in the Old Firm derby as well.
Hold on, Arthur Reed, and it's towards Luke Prosser, but then cleared behind for a throw-in. Full time was Celtic 0 Rangers 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ben Croker's ball in there, and it's cleared, is it? It's only as far as Aitchison, who's given the ball away there, and it's back with Luke Prosser, who just absolutely pelts that one into the other end. Towards, I think it was Jack Aitchison there. He was just bundled off the ball.
And Argo substitute. And Timmy Abraham is coming on for his Plymouth Argo debut in place of Luke Jeffcott. So no goal for Luke today, but Timmy's come on, who looks exactly like Tammy with his hairstyle.
I've seen him before, actually. And there's a chance here for Forest Green. He's beaten the offside trap here, the number 28, and he's played it across, and it's bundled in. Is it? No, was that off the post? I think it might even have been there for. Looked like it was going to be bundled in, but I think it actually hit the post. Let's see. It was a chance there. Yeah, he belted. He hit that one across the face of the goal, and it hit the post. Yeah. So they've hit the post twice in this game with Forest Green, and they still leading. It's now down the other end with Stevenage corner, and it's again going to be Arthur Reed to take it. The on loan number 19 from Brentford.
First incident in the game led to a foul for Northampton, but
Arthur Reed's corner. Arthur Reed whacks this one in, and it's the keeper bundle. The keeper is bundled to the floor there, I think, but referee says no. They said he missed the ball when it was cleared long and out, upfield anyway by Forest Green there. There's a chance here for Stevenage again now. And it's Luther Wilden's just given the ball away there, and it's out of play for a Stevenage throw. We've had 78 minutes of this game, and it's a Stevenage. Oh no, the ball was actually kept in there. I thought they'd gone out of play, but it's with Arthur Reed anyway in the centre of the park. Luke Prosser. We've got about 11 minutes plus stoppage time to see if we can salvage anything from the game here.
We got
there is down the line there from Ben Coker's ball, but he lost out there to the right back.
We are looking quite comfortable on the ball. Just we haven't scored a second yet, but who knows?
Jamie Cumming whacks it, and NTFC Young loses the header, and is out of play there for a Forest Green throw. Ben Coker in.
But Frank Nublet is actually played really well.
And actually, I think it was that corner just come in. They were just showing it again there. It looked like it might have even bounced off the Forest Green player's hand. I don't know. There was no foul in there. Anyway, it was the Forest Green defender and the goalkeeper both jumped together and they got in each other's way. The ball beat them and bounced off the Forest Green player. I think it might have been off his chest or off his hand, and then nothing was given anyway. But yeah, that would have been a soft penalty if that was, I don't think it hit his hand anyway. But yeah, it's Ben Coker to take this throw in here for Stevenage now on the left hand side. Back to Luke. And then all the way back to Jamie Cumming. Jamie Cumming has got it there. It goes out to Luther Wilden. And Stevenage are going to try and, start from the back, but they've just lost the ball there now. And it's a free kick. Arthur Reed, this one's going to be a yellow, no doubt. It's got to be. He's had a few like that. And there's a big melee here now. There's a big melee. Arthur Reed's just been shoved to the floor by one of the Forest Green players. And they've seen that. Obviously, Arthur Reed's been targeting him a little bit, but there's been a big fight there. Jamil Matt, I think it is, getting involved with Ross Marshall as well. Chris Stokes is getting involved. There's a big melee. There's, but Ben Coker's in there.
Probably trying to split it all up.
Yeah, and there's Arthur Reed there. But he was shoved to the floor. And this referee, James Bell, let's have a look what happened. No, it is a foul, and I think Arthur Reed's going to be lucky not to get a yellow for that one, because he did one in a little while ago that should have been a yellow, similar kind of tackle, but he was shoved to the floor there. And Arthur Reed is just about to get a card there. Looks like it's going to be a yellow card for the on loan Brentford man. Just looking here now if there's anyone else that's going to get a book in here as well, or if it's just Arthur Reed. I think it is just Reed. I think the Forest Green player that shoved him to the floor has got away with that. I think it is just Arthur Reed that's the only one that's got in the book. Yeah, it is. Chris Stokes is over the free kick, and he's let it roll to the number 6 who's going to take it. It's the defensive partner. But yeah, Arthur Reed's done a few of them. He's very lucky to still be on the pitch, in my opinion, at the moment. That's his first yellow. And he did one exactly the same and got away with it. That should have been his second yellow, in my opinion. And that's a Stevenage fan, not being, I think he was very fortunate not to get a yellow card earlier on, yeah.
Oh, come on. Mayer, come on. Oh, he's unleashing the shot. Deflected.
There's a sub here for Stevenage. And it is that number 11, Danny Newton, that's just come on, I think. Let's see. Final sub for the away sides. Yeah, Danny Newton on number 11 for Jack Smith. So it's another change up front. And Danny Newton is running onto that ball as well. The FA on Arthur Reid to Ben Coker, back to Reid again, and that's the Stevenage ball. Stevenage throwing to Coker.
Good old Kellen Watts has just put Argo in the lead.
Can we have him back now? Can we have him on loan? Because we need a goal.
A corner taken by George Cooper, and he's just side-footed it into the open net.
Oh, that's his first goal for our goal now, isn't it? Kellen Watts?
Second.
How is it?
He scored
Is that his first league goal, is it?
It's his first league goal.
Yeah, and it's Jack Aitchison over this free kick for Stevenage. Ball in, and it's headed on, is it? And it's gone behind for a goal kick. Looked like that was going to be an opportunity there. There was a few in the box, but it was nothing. Stevenage have got about 6 minutes plus stoppage time to salvage a result here. Jack Aitchison's ball there from the free kick was basically went through and beat everybody and went out for a goal kick. Forest Green are still in control of the game and still in the lead as well.
I can't even. Oh, and the final substitute is George Cooper coming off, and it's Jeremy Okapu coming on. So both of the Fulham youngsters that we have
are both on the pitch now. Yeah.
Are both on the pitch now. It's a like for like. I mean, Okapu can play wing back and centre back, but George Cooper's. But I think we've gone to more of a 5 at the back.
There's a foul there. Is that in the FA and was just shoved to the floor? Referee says no. I don't like this referee, James Bell. You know, yes, he's helped us out by not sending Reid off, but you know, I don't think he's that great. I think he's fairly new to the league, and I think there's a few decisions that he's got wrong today in both camps.
Great save there, Michael Cooper, who's looking so comfortable with that. He's now saved that. Let's hope I did actually predict Argo to win 2-1 now. Oh, God.
A chance here for Stevenage. Arthur Reid is going to carry it out in midfield, out wide to Aitchison, I think that is. He's on the ball there. He's going to cross to Ben Coker's in a lot of space over there. He's just found him now. He's going to go into Aitchison again. And Aitchison here for Stevenage. Jack Aitchison. Chance there. Danny Newton is going to look up. He's going to have a shot, and it's a shot on target for Stevenage after 86 minutes. That's our first shot on target of the whole game.
Not good.
No.
Right.
And it was a soft one, right? Straight at the keeper.
Let's see what I predicted. League One. Oh, I predicted 3-1.
That's all right. There's still time for that goal yet. You know, Matt's gone down here now for Forest Green. He's got a cramp, I think.
Who did my opponent?
Looks like Jamil Matt's got a cramp there. We've got. Let's have a look here now.
My opponent.
Well, we're not really having much here now. We've got the lineups for the Arsenal game against Man City, and surprisingly, Kieran Tierney, who everybody thought wouldn't feature because of coronavirus and everything with Scotland, starts for Arsenal today.
We'll run you through that team on the commentary stream.
A new signing for Arsenal, Thomas Partey, only makes the bench, as does Alex Lacazette as well.
Yeah. So we'll run you through that team. Come on, please say I'm beaten now. she put 2-0.
Oh, really? So probably then, yeah.
Oh, she would have got Everton Liverpool right as well if that goal hadn't have been disallowed, but I got it right because it got disallowed.
There's a chance here for Forest Green, and it's Arthur Reed's won it back in the midfield there now. Arthur Reed to Ben Coker. Ben Coker's long ball to Effiong. He's having his shirt pulled there, but the referee just let him carry on. Ben Coker's won the ball back. Arthur Reed there now, number 19 for Stevenage.
Kim Bolger.
All the way back to Jamie Cumming. And there's the floodlights. The floodlights have been switched on.
There's been a goal for Forest, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. It's a chance here. Jack Aitchison. It goes wide to Elliot List for Stevenage. Elliot List to Ote, and Ote's lost the ball in there. And Forest Green got it clear.
Let's find out who scored that goal.
Stevenage are really struggling now. They've only got about a minute plus stoppage time to get a last second or last minute equaliser now.
Joe Lolly
stop another defeat. Of course, Stevenage lost to Milton Keynes as well in the leasing.com. So I think this is probably about 5 or 6 games without a win for Stevenage now, which is not great. Got into a double header at home next week on Tuesday and Saturday. The chance here for Stevenage, and it's Jack Aitchison on the ball.
Right to the second minute.
Free kick to
4 minutes added on.
Free kick to Forest Green there now. But yeah, Stevenage, I think they're going to be in a lot of trouble after this one. They really need to find something here in the final couple of minutes of stoppage time. Now we have hit the 90-minute mark, so the board is just about to go up as well. We've got 5 minutes to salvage a result here now to try and get this equaliser, which we, to be honest, don't deserve.
Frank Nouble, man of the match for me.
Yeah. Second half has been better for Stevenage. We've looked brighter without really creating anything too much. But we've looked better second half than in the first. Hopefully Scott Cuthbert isn't out for too long.
Abrams set to take this free kick, and he's facing away from goal to take the free kick. He's just tucked it to
turn around. Yeah.
Who's put it into the corner, and Argo have lost possession of the ball.
Come on, coach. Long throw. Get it in the box. Don't mess about. Don't throw.
Now they've got a free kick, Northampton, in their own half.
Yeah, it's a throw in there for Stevenage. Ben Coker's over it. Just going to throw it into who was that? Jack Aitchison, who has just won another throw, is he? Let's see.
Well, we're in the 4th minute. Well, going into the 4th minute.
Throw. Ben Coker back to Aitchison. And it's a corner ball now. I wonder if we'll see Jamie Cumming go up for this one.
Steve Arnold's come up.
I wonder if Jamie Cumming's going to go out for this corner. Let's see. Ben Coker's over it. He'll take this corner.
Grab it and shoot. Coker's
taking the corner. And it's a chance here for Stevenage. And it's headed in by Arthur Reeder to the area, but there's nothing there. Forest Green just boots it clear. Luther Wilden turns and clears, and it's gone out towards any Effiong there. It's going to play for a throw into Forest Green. We've got about 3 minutes of stoppage time. Still 1-0 to the home side.
No, offside decision, and Steve Arnold's now going to take this and pump it deep into the Argo half, hopefully, for his side.
Ross Marshall's long ball there.
But the ball went into the half, and Argo have won 2-1.
Chance there. We've still got about 2.5 minutes. We're about halfway through the stoppage time here now. So we just stay with me for this part. If we can get an equaliser, as I said, which we don't really deserve on the balance of play. Leave for Wilden. Again. Get back to Arthur Reed. He's going to go long. Arthur Reed, does he to switch the play? No, he goes short to Ross Marshall, It goes across to who's that there now? Towards Ben Comica, but it's cut out by Forest Green anyway. And it's a chance here for Stevenage. Danny Newton's in, and he's been shoved to the floor, but the referee says, get on with it. It's their throw-in off of Ben Coco as well. We've got about a minute and 40 seconds of the stoppage time left to play. Still 1-0 to Forest Green. It looks like they're going to be keeping the 3 points by the looks of this.
Chelsea
struggling.
have drawn 3 each with Southampton.
Oh, wow. I told you there'd be a surprise result this weekend somewhere. It's a chance here for Stevenage. Luke Prosser's throw-in. He goes to Ross Marshall, and then Luther Wilden here now is going to have a run. Luther Wilden out to Elliot List into Arthur Reed. Arthur Reed here for Stevenage. We've got about a minute left of the game. And it's with Elliot List, who cuts it into Remede Oite, who has just bundled his man to the floor. And there's a free kick to Forest Green. And we've got about 51 seconds left of this game. Looks like another defeat for Stevenage, another game without a win. And Alex Ravel's got his work cut out, early on. Obviously, we've won that game against Oldham at home. That's the only win that we've had so far out of this first, what will be 6 games now in the league. 2 draws in there as well. But yeah, I think we haven't won in 4 or 5 now. Or might even be 5 or 6 now in all competition. So, it's a big week for the club coming up this week with 2 home games, one on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and then next Saturday at home as well. As we go into the final 5 seconds of the game, Ross Marshall there from Jamie Cummins' ball. Ross Marshall to Arthur Reed. We're over the added time. And it looks like, is that going to be it? Let's see. No, we're still playing on. It's Coco, is it? Let's have a look. Luther Wilden goes long, boots it forward in the Effiong, loses the ball. And Forest Green get it clear. And there's the full-time whistle as well. Forest Green 1, Stevenage 0 from the new lawn here. Danny Newton is a bit annoyed at something. I don't know what. But it's Forest Green that get the points by the 1-0 with Young's goal after 23 minutes. And that was pretty poor from Stevenage, to be honest. Yes, the second half they might have looked a bit brighter and a little bit better than the first half. But, first of all, you can't concede from your own free kick, like attacking free kick. That was very, very poor. And we didn't really create a lot in that game. Scott Cuthbert there is saying something to the referees. He's moving around all right, so he's gone off, but it looks like he's going to be okay for hopefully the next weekend, and Tuesday's game as well. But yet again, it's another negative result for Stevenage, and it's a 1-0 defeat away at Forest Green.
Yeah, so full time at home park, finishing 2-1. Full time at the new lawn, finished 1-0 to Forest Green. We'll run you quickly through the scores from the Premier League. So the early kick-off between Everton and Liverpool finished 2-2. Chelsea 3, Southampton 3.
An injury time goal for Southampton as well. I just saw that. It was Vestergaard after 92 minutes. Yeah.
And then into the Championship, it's Barnsley 1, Bristol City 2, Birmingham City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Blackburn 0, Nottingham Forest 1. So a good win there for Chris Hughton. AFC Bournemouth 0, QPR 0, Brentford 2, Coventry City 0, Luton Town 0, Stoke City 2, Middlesbrough 0, Reading 0, Rotherham 1, Norwich City 2, Swansea City 1, Huddersfield Town 2, Wycombe Wanderers 1, Millwall 2, and into League 1. the early kickoff in League One. Milton Keynes Dons 2, Gillingham 0. AFC Wimbledon 0, Shrewsbury Town 1. Bristol Rovers 1, Burton Albion 1. Charlton Athletic 1, Wigan Athletic 0. Crewe 1, Blackpool 1. Fleetwood Town 0, Lincoln City 0. Ipswich Town 2, Accrington Stanley 0. Peterborough United 2, Oxford United 0. Plymouth Argyle 2, Northampton 1. Portsmouth 0, Doncaster Rovers 1. Rochdale 0, Hull City 3. And Swindon 0, Sunderland 2.
I've got the League 2 ones in front of me. It was Bolton 1, Oldham 2, Carlisle 3, Colchester 2, Crawley 4, Morecambe 0 in the end. And then Forest Green 1, Stevenage 0, Harrogate 1, Barrow 0, Mansfield 1, Bradford 3, and Newport 1, Tranmere 0, Port Vale 1, Salford 0 as well. So not a good start there for Paul Scholes. Scunthorpe 0, Cambridge United 5. That's a good away victory for them. Southend 0, Cheltenham 2, and Walsall 0, Exeter 0, with Leyton Orient and Grimsby kicking off in around about half an hour's time.
And some scores that we'll cover from the National League. Dagenham Redbridge 0, Yeovil 0. Eastleigh 2, Aldershot Town 2. So good Hampshire derby there. Notts County 2, Maidenhead United 3. Solihull Moors 1, Boreham Wood 0. Torquay United 2, Dover Athletic 0. Roadstone 4, Wrexham 3. Weymouth 2, Kingsland Town 1. And Woking 0, FC Halifax Town 0. So there's some good results there, especially with Torquay winning 2-0, Weymouth winning 2-1. So it's good to see both of them teams doing well. They have affiliates with Argyle.
Looking here at the League 2 table just briefly as well. Cambridge is top, and Forest Green are into 4th now with that victory. Stevenage are down there in 16th. Bottom of the table is Southend on 2 points. Then Mansfield, Barrow, and Scunthorpe just ahead of them as well on 4 points. And actually, there's a few teams on 4 points as well, including Oldham and Grimsby as well.
And Argyle have climbed into the playoff places with their 3rd win of the season, climbing into 6th spot. And Barry Swain, who's got us some commentators that are joining us through the course of this season. He went to watch Biggleswade versus Broadfields, and he's said Biggleswade United 3, Broadfields 1, and he's bloody cold.
Go get yourself a coffee, mate, or a cup of tea, or a soup, or something nice, and warm yourself up. You deserve it.
And thank you very much to you, Barry, for helping get us more commentators for this channel.
In regards to that Stevenage as well, since the Oldham game, we haven't won. Since the Southampton game, I should say, we've haven't won in a number of games now. I think we lost to Bradford, so that's one. Let's have a look. Bradford, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 today. We haven't won in 5 now, and then we play Newport at home on Tuesday, and then Leyton Orient at home next Saturday as well, before a trip to Harrogate the following Tuesday, and then another home game on Halloween against Grimsby. And of course, Newport are the visitors on Tuesday, as I said. They're currently 2nd in the table. They lost today, though, so they've got to bounce back, but I think that's their first loss of the season. And then after that, we are at home next Saturday to Leyton Orient, who I think they've played quite a few less games, have they, as well?
Yeah, they would have.
Well, they played a game less. They've lost 2 games, including their last game as well. And they haven't played today yet. They play in about 25 minutes' time.
Yep, against Grimsby. But thank you very much to Mike for joining us on this live watch along. We'll be back in just over 10 minutes' time with a live commentary of Man City v Arsenal.
Yeah,
So,
just enough time for me to get my dinner and have that and then come back.
Yep, so we'll see you all in 10 minutes' time.
Enjoy your curry, Barry. You've earned it, mate. Well done.
Thanks and good luck.